What made medieval monarchies different in medieval Europe? Imagine a world where kings and queens weren't just rulers but also seen as divine figures sent from heaven. That's what made medieval monarchies in Europe stand out. Their power wasn't just about laws or armies but was deeply tied to religion. Monarchs were believed to rule by divine right, meaning God chose them to lead. This gave their authority a spiritual layer, making their rule more than just politics. They were seen as God's representatives on earth, which made their position very special. Back then, kings didn't govern with big government offices or written laws like today. Instead, they relied on personal relationships and feudal bonds. A king's power often depended on his relationships with nobles and vassals who pledged loyalty in exchange for land or protection. Their courts started as private households but grew into more formal places of governance by the 12th century. Over time, monarchs began to control larger territories with defined borders, setting the stage for future nations. Power in these monarchies came from many sources. Some kings inherited their crowns from their families, others gained power through conquest or election by nobles. Sometimes, they were crowned after being chosen by the people or the church. During the 11th century, conflicts like the Investiture Controversy challenged kings' claims to divine authority. The church wanted to control who became bishops and kings, leading to debates about who truly held power. This pushed monarchs to justify their rule through Roman law and secular means, not just religious approval. Medieval kings had to share power with other groups like the nobility and the church. They couldn't just do whatever they wanted. Local customs, feudal obligations, and loyalty from vassals limited their authority. Unlike later absolute monarchies where kings held all the power, medieval monarchs had to negotiate and maintain support from other powerful groups. Their authority was a balancing act, constantly tested by conflicts and alliances. In summary, medieval monarchies were different because their power was rooted in religion, personal bonds, and territorial control. They governed through relationships and shared authority, not just laws or armies. This mix of spiritual legitimacy, feudal loyalty, and evolving borders made them unique compared to other types of leadership before and after.